So if you notice an aberration in the stars of your images, meaning the stars look distorted, a little bit stretched or comet-like, it can be caused by numerous different things. Maybe your back focus is off a little bit, sensor tilt, just misalignment within your optical train. This script uses AI to correct those and get your stars back down to a nice tight round shape that we're looking for. So I'm going to take you through it. Let's check it out. My name is Rich and you're watching Deep Space Astro. Okay, so part of this script requires us to download the AI model. So I'm going to start with giving it a location on my hard drive where I want to store that model. So I'm in my C drive. I have a folder called astrophotography, and you can see I have stuff like auto stacker and such that I keep stored over here. So I'm just going to create a new folder for the AI model and just call it Aberration Remover. And that's where I'll put that model once we download it. So back over into Siril. We're going to go up into scripts and then get scripts. And you can either scroll through and search for Aberration Remover, or again, we have a search function now, so you can just start typing the name of it. So, and there's the Aberration Remover script. We're just going to select it over here on the right, click apply, and now we're ready to go. Before you run the script, we're going to have to open up an image, because if we come up in the scripts and then Python scripts, processing, and Aberration Remover, it's going to tell us that we need to load an image. So just so you see that error message first. So I am just going to grab my bubble nebula here, and we'll bring this in an auto stretch just so we can see everything when we get to that point. And then again, come up in the scripts, Python scripts, processing, and then Aberration Remover. You only need to do this next step once, and that is to click on the download model and info button, and it will bring up the GitHub for the developer. And here's the file that we want right here. So we're going to just click on that. It'll prompt us where we want to save it. And that will be that new folder that I just created. So on my C drive, astrophotography, Aberration Remover, and then click save. It's only about 21 megabytes, so not a huge file. Once you have it in place, come back over to the script, click your load model, and then browse to where we just saved that file. So again, C drive, astrophotography, Aberration Remover, and there's our model. Okay, so that's the configuration for the tool. I'm not going to run it just yet. I'm going to close it, and let's talk about where in your workflow you're actually going to use this. There's actually two requirements to use the script. First, the data needs to be linear, right? We're in an auto stretch view right now, but if I was to go back in the linear view, you can see my data has not been stretched yet. The second is the Aberration Remover should be before you do any deconvolution or sharpening of your stars. So where I inject this into my workflow, right after I get my stack, I will crop it, do a background extraction, and at that point, run the Aberration Remover. So let's just run through that real quick. And I'm just going to crop the image. And we'll just use Auto BGE for a quick background extraction. Again, just to show you guys where in my workflow I'm going to be using this. Okay, background extraction has finished, so we'll close that script. And this is where I'll run the Aberration Remover. So we'll just come into the corner here just so you guys can see the stars and what they look like. So we're at about 98% right now in the zoom, and you can see the stars, you know, from a fit view, they don't look bad. They look pretty good actually. But if you get up close, you can see there are some aberrations around the stars. They're not perfectly round like we would hope them to be. So that's what the script is going to help us take care of. If we come up into scripts again, Python scripts, processing, Aberration Remover. Like I mentioned before, no settings at all. You just need to download the model and tell the script where it's at, and simply just click calculate. You can watch the status within the user interface of the script. You can also see it down below the console tab as well. You notice it says channel 1 of 3, so it is actually running the Aberration Remover against your red, green, and blue channels individually. So we'll let that run. It only takes about a minute or two, and then come back and look at our results. Okay, so it has completed, and that is our end result. I'm going to close the script and undo it so you guys can see the before and then the after. So you can see it took out those aberrations. The stars look nice and round now compared to, again, before and then after. So at this point, if I wanted to do some sharpening on my stars, I would come in and, again, use whichever tool you want. Cosmic Clarity Sharpen, or you can do the sharpening with the Graxpert AI, either one. But like I said, make sure that you run the Aberration Remover before you do any deconvolution or sharpening of your stars. Once again, like the fit view here, we'll just undo and redo. It's subtle when you're not zoomed in, but it does work very well. And just real quick, it obviously will work on mono images as well. So let me drag over, what do I have here? This is a luminance channel from a current project that I'm working on. And, same thing. I would just start with my crop, give it a quick background extraction, close that when it's done, and we'll zoom up in the corners here and run the script one more time. And obviously it's a mono image, so there's only one channel, so it'll actually run faster for us because it only has to deal with one channel. Okay, and it's done. And we can look at the before and the after. Again, just tightens up those stars for us. This script does a very, very good job of removing the aberrations from the stars within your image. So like I said, just a quick little video to cover that. There's not much to that script, but it is pretty powerful. So I wanted to make sure everybody knew that it was available to us. I want to take this time to say thanks to all my members, both here on YouTube and on Buy Me a Coffee. I appreciate everybody's support. If you want to become a member and see your name scrolling at the end of every video, as well as free access to my Siril 1.4 guide that's available for download, make sure you hit that join button, select either one of the membership packages, and you'll be able to get that PDF for free. As always, I appreciate everybody's time. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my videos, and clear skies.